Here we go. All right, so we are streaming. We'll wait until we hit about 10 live viewers. But hi, Cherie. Thanks for letting me know you're here. Hello. How's the weather near you? It's probably much colder. The Midwest, I feel like they always have the worst. I have a friend, and I buy from her. I buy wholesale from her, and she's in Indiana, and she's like, I literally haven't been able to drive for the last 2 weeks. I'm like, well, at least far distances. I'm like, oh my gosh, I can't even imagine. Cherie's like, cold. That's all you have to know is cold. Same here. Yeah. We've been okay. I mean, there's still snow on the ground. My complaint right now, because I have a car in the city, is I wish people would do a better job shoveling. Because if you don't shovel your spot, then it gets really icy. And sometimes there's snow piles blocking people from really fitting. And so that is my Baltimore City complaint. Can we all properly shovel? I was out there properly shoveling because I knew how important it was, but not everyone does that. Hello, M. Purple Thompson on Facebook. Welcome. We're streaming this from VintageJewelryAddicts.com if you're not already a member, or you can go to VJAshop.com. So that's VJAshop.com, and you can join us there. But we always stream on Facebook so that we can reach more of our Facebook people. Okay, we have 8 live viewers. I know that as I start to talk through things, we'll have more. So first of all, welcome, guys. I'm so glad that you guys are here. And we always do these founders chats, especially if you're new. So if you haven't introduced yourselves, let me know in the comments. But I am Samantha. I am the founder. Jody knows that it's a celluloid 1930s fish roach. Thank you. Thank you. It's so funny. I have to. I sell so much of my personal collection because I buy more, and but like there's some things, and I can't sell it yet. But I love brooches on berets. For those of us that sell brooches, definitely explain to your audience, because I think it's a missed marketing opportunity where you can put brooches on berets if that person wears the beret, because berets can be boring, but with a brooch, it's completely different. So anyway, guys, we have a lot to share. So I first want to talk about something. I haven't posted it in our community chats yet. I don't want you guys to be distracted by the traffic. So let me just change that a little bit. But myself and Jamie have created a supply list. Now, those of us that have been sellers for many years, for the most part, I think we know what to have for proper shipping, and we know to get, ideally a thermal inkjet printer, because they don't require ink. I say ink, but like basically, I don't know how it works, but it's amazing. You don't need ink, and it prints 4x6 sticky labels. And there's a number of other things, in terms of jewelry setup and presentation that are very helpful to have. So I think our seasoned sellers know that, but I do suggest that you check it out when I post it in the chat. So it is going to be something I post on the regular in the chats, and that we encourage our new sellers to check out as a downloadable list, and you can click. So it takes you to search results, so you can kind of choose what you want. Everything is on Amazon. You don't have to purchase on Amazon, but at least you kind of can get a sense for what it is. And it's something that, again, we hope that maybe it can help you if you're a new seller, or if you're someone that's like, hey, I'm a little unfamiliar with the best shipping supplies for jewelry, because as myself and Jamie have encountered, and I'm sure many of you have, unfortunately, shipping doesn't always help our jewelry to stay intact. And so jewelry does require a little bit more, foresight than just throwing a garment into a bag, because the jewelry can break or it can be damaged. So I encourage you guys to check that out when I post it. I will post it today. It's really easy. You click to open. It opens as a Google Doc download. Everything is clickable, so it's a PDF. You're welcome to share it. This isn't like top secret Vintage Jewelry Addicts information. It's just something that we developed so that, again, our new sellers who feel like, well, I don't know, they can have something to give them some more information as to what would help them to get started successfully here. I think the beautiful thing about District, unlike other platforms is that District does give us a lot of opportunity with shipping that's easier than other platforms. The first thing is that we don't have to ship within 48 hours, which can be a struggle bus for those of us that have kids, that take care of parents, that have illnesses, that have family events, things like that. So that is great. With shipping, you do not have to ship within a period of time. There's no strike. There's no, automatic refund. We do encourage you to communicate with your customer if you can't ship it within 5 days, 5 business days. But if you guys want to have an open package for customers, say for a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, as long as you are communicating with them about that, it's actually okay on this platform. And this was a question I had recently because there was a rumor floating that, well, if you don't ship it within 5 business days, it's automatically refunded. What really happens after 5 business days is if that customer complains and you as the seller aren't in touch with the customer can get a refund. So it really just comes down to customer communication. So first, I love that. Second, I love that with shipping, we can offer refunds. And I also love with shipping that we can choose how we want to ship from the get-go. So if that customer says, well, I really want, express shipping, we can choose that and pay more and have it be something that we offer that customer. We can also import tracking numbers. So we don't have to use the District shipping center. We can use something like Pirate Ship or Shippo, and we can import the tracking numbers into that item order so that the customer knows what the tracking number is. So we have a variety. We have more, I think, shipping flexibility than any other platform. But what is really important, right, is that obviously we're sending things that are intact. And so I hope that you guys take a look at that list. It includes, how to get bubble wrap, how to get the best poly mailers, how to buy boxes in bulk, because boxes can protect jewelry more than like a flat poly mailer, which I don't have an example on me, but a flat poly mailer is just like an envelope, like there's no padding to it, but a box can add a lot more protection. And we don't always have small boxes lying around. So definitely take a look at that when I post it. It's also going to be in my marketplace as a 99-cent download. That is the lowest price we can list anything here. I don't know if you guys have noticed that. We can't list things for 50 cents. We can't list things for 75 cents. It can only be 99 cents as the lowest price. And that is really because of the commissions and because every transaction, unfortunately, there's a 30-cent fee if it's PayPal, which stinks. So it'll be 99 cents. And that's if someone sees it and they just want to grab it. But I will try to promote it and put it in our discussion chat so that anyone can just download it for free. So that is our first order of business. And welcome in. I see we have some new people. Sure, I can definitely do that. So first, Debbie, I'll send you a help guide. So for those of you that don't know, District has very helpful help guides. And so those help guides are designed to like walk you through the steps. But the first thing about giveaways is that you can't pre-upload them. You have to do it when you're live. So Debbie, you go live and you create a listing live. That is how you can activate the giveaway, to my knowledge. You can't be off the live and create a giveaway listing. You have to be on the live to create the giveaway listing. So for example, right now I'm going to create a giveaway listing. What happens, Debbie, is when you go to create that listing live, the very top is a drop-down menu. You click it and it says the marketplace where you want to list. Choose Vintage Jewelry Addicts, and then buy now with offers, live auction, or giveaway. Again, if you're off the live, you're not going to see that giveaway option because you can only create it when you're on the live. Okay, so I'm creating my giveaway. Now, the thing about the giveaways that are different than other platforms is that you can do anyone who's on the live or followers only. So a good idea is to say to everyone, I suggest that you follow me so that you can enter the giveaway. There's no option to do giveaways just for buyers. That does not exist here. are approving lives, FYI. Okay. I think you mean giveaways. Yes. So not all marketplaces have to choose to allow giveaways. Okay. So I'm going to start the giveaway. So I don't know how long I set it for. I think I set it for a minute. So you guys should see something. I can't see it on my end. All I see is giveaway 0 entries, but you should see something where you can enter. So Debbie, when you're running the giveaway, yep. So I just saw one entry. It's going to be the top right, and you'll know that people are entering because the number will change. Okay, now there's 2 entries. And then what happens is that the winner, so we'll see the winner is announced in the comments so that you can see it. And I think that winner also gets notification. So the thing about it, Debbie, is that that person, I don't believe they're being charged shipping. I'm almost positive. It's 100% free. So it's a good idea to run it at the end, right? Because you're going to get a higher chance that it's someone that's actually bought something. But you can also keep it for a future package. I mean, there's different ways you can do it so that you're not paying out of pocket. I think it's a marketing budget question where it comes down to how much do you want to be willing to spend out of pocket for giveaways. Maria won. So Maria won the fake giveaway. So Maria, yes, the seller pays shipping. So Maria shouldn't be charged anything. And so the idea, again, like the ideal situation is that that person was a buyer, but there's no way to run a giveaway just for buyers because technically I think it's a gray area. And that's why District isn't doing it. I don't know entirely. I'm not a employee of District, so I can't really speak on that. That's just what I'm assuming. So Maria won. Yay. She won a photo of me. Did you like that? I was like, yeah. Do you have to run giveaways? No. Absolutely not. Not required. Up to you. Should you honor the giveaway if you run a giveaway and someone wins it, but they're not a customer? I'd say yes. I mean, like I said, it's a marketing budget thing. Can you cancel the order? I'm not entirely sure. We'll cross that bridge when we get there, but just, words of wisdom, be willing to run a giveaway that isn't going to a buyer. Just know that might happen. The same way that if you do a really low start on something, you're willing to let it go for that low start. I don't suggest starting something so low that you're like frustrated that it wasn't bid up, So, but I think giveaways will be really fun here, especially as you guys really start to hone in on the best ways to use them. Again, you want to do it in a way where it's open to either followers or anyone on the live. I suggest choosing followers because then you get people to follow you and they do get an alert when you're live in other marketplaces. So I'm pretty sure. So let's say I follow the thrifting teacher and Elsie of the thrifting teacher, she's selling somewhere else, but I didn't know. But I followed her for the giveaway and then I get a notification and I'm like, oh, let me go check her out. I liked her. She's in New York. I'm from New York. Let me go see what she's doing over here. So I believe that that's how the follows work. I should probably clarify that. But yeah, that's giveaway. So Debbie, the key thing is that you can't make it before the live. You have to make it on the live, which is, it means you can't be as prepped, but I think that's it. If there's any more questions, I'm happy to answer. Thank you, Debbie. Okay. So, whoa, who's selling live this weekend? So we do technically have a spot that could be available. So Amy of South Jersey Mama Shop, bless her heart, was like, I accidentally booked twice because I thought it was for February. So she is selling tonight, but she accidentally double booked for tomorrow. So if there is someone here who's a subscriber who's like, I can take that spot, 7 p.m. Saturday, January 25th, we could technically slide someone in. If no one says anything, if no one reaches out, Amy's just going to sell back to back. So that's what happened with that. Okay, but let's do a quick rundown. We have Cherie in the house. Cherie is here. Cherie is at 5:30. She loves her 5:30 slots, and I'm loving. I just want to say, I'm so glad we moved the live sales up. I think 5:30 is such a better start than 4:30 EST. It's still kind of early for our PST people, but at least it's into the afternoon. So 5:30 EST, 2:30 PST. Sharia French Rose Vintage, and then she will raid Maria, who has been healing and will continue to heal. We missed her because the winter cooties took over, unfortunately, but Maria will be live again. She's back tonight, 7 p.m. EST. And then she's going to raid Debbie of Gypsy Warrior, who will be live at 8:30 EST. And Debbie, you're going to raid Amy of South Jersey Mama Shop at 10 p.m. EST. Tomorrow, Saturday, January 25th, Sundance Sterling. So shout out to Denise of Sundance Sterling. She is now a subscriber as of like 11 p.m. last night. I don't think she's in the chat, but we welcome you, Denise. So she grabbed 5:30 for tomorrow, and she will raid, unless we fill the 7 slot with someone new, Amy of South Jersey Mama Shop at 7. And then we have David of Starbright Collections at 8:30. Okay, David at 8:30. And Diana of Arctic Angels Treasures at 10 p.m. Diana comes to us from the West Coast, just like Maria. And so she loves that 10 p.m. EST slot. And she sells pretty late because for her, it's early. It's like at 2 a.m., it's still only 11 p.m. PST. So always tune in to her sales. She has so many amazing items up for grabs. Sunday, January 26th, Candyland Curiosities. That's Amanda of Candyland Curiosities. Fairly new subscriber. She's incredible. She sells everywhere. Awesome, awesome, awesome seller. 5:30 EST. She's going to raid Kristen of Keenly Kristen at 7. And then we have Jay of the Jade Peacock at 8:30. And our final seller of the weekend is Jen of Hints of Violet. I don't know if Jen is here. Jen is also PST. But shout out to Jen because we had a quick exchange. She had a really sale, and then she had a great sale. And, you know, I was talking to her about it, and this is for buyers and sellers, right? Like consistency. It's about consistency, and it's understanding that sometimes it's going to be meh. And then you keep going, and you stay to your schedule, and then it's like, oh. And unfortunately, sometimes it's the full moon, it's astrology, it's people's paydays, it's if someone has their phone on, it's, you know, it's not always how prepared you are, although we always suggest and we really support you guys using the chat and promoting your items and maybe doing like your own flyer where it shows what you're going to sell. I mean, there's so many different things you guys can do. We don't want you to feel like you can't promote in the chat because that's what it's designed for. And you can tag your buyers or you can send them, you know, a personal PM. Hey, so-and-so, I'm hosting Sunday night. I'd love to see you there. Hi, Denise. Denise is here. Sundance Sterling, welcome as a subscriber. We just gave you a shout out. I'm so glad you're here. You must have heard us. But yeah, so anyway, shout out to Jen because she definitely saw the vision. And I was so happy for her to understand, you know, for her just to experience like, hey, you know, there's going to be this, right? And then sometimes, and then you go down like the stock market and you're like, what the heck? And then you like shoot back up and then you stabilize. So the most important thing, I think, especially what I've experienced, because I put a lot of pressure on myself, right? I'm very type A, very like results, is I'm just like, let me just have fun with it. Let me just have fun. And then worst case is I had a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun for an hour or 90 minutes. And I know your customers feel that too. And so, you know, you have fun and you trust the process, right? I'm so glad you're having a blast, Denise. Denise specializes in sterling. You also sell non-sterling though, right? Or is it all sterling? Is it like nothing but, I'm not 100% sure. Let me know if you're listening, Denise. Okay, a little, yes. She said she sells a little bit non-sterling, but so cool. Spoke about this on Monday, but I would say sterling is our #1 bestseller on Vintage Jewelry Addicts. When we first launched, the #1 question I had was, what sells here? And my #1 response was, I can't tell you because we don't have that data, but I can pretty confidently say that sterling and gemstones, amazing, amazing, amazing. I'd love to see Bakelite, more vintage plastics in general. I'd also say Aurora Borealis was really trending for a minute. I don't know how much it is now, or like if we're showing that stone. But that is also like a mid-century invention. And then, you know, signed pieces. Signed pieces are always hot. I just bought 6 Coro bracelets, guys, for $5 each. Oh, I'm so excited. They're so beautiful. I'm gonna list them here. I'm gonna list them here and share them out in the chat. If you guys ever have amazing things and you want to share it out to the listings promo chat, that's also, we really encourage that, because you might have a grail as in GRAIL, and you're like, I need everybody to know that I have this 1960s Egyptian piece. You know, we want you guys to feel like, again, you can use those chats to promote your lives, your listings, your collections. If you're a buyer, what you're wearing, what you love about the pieces. I love Bakelite too. Where's the Bakelite? I need a seller to sweep in and say, I'm going to do nothing but Bakelite, and I will be buying out the wazoo from that sale. Out the wazoo, especially, well, I would hope that the seller has tested everything, because some Bakelite, you're not sure. You have to test it. The Simichrome polish, it turns the color. You have so much Bakelite. Can you please do a Bakelite only sale for me, Elsie? Please, pretty please. I love it. Love it so much. Okay, so drum roll, please. Thank you guys for hanging out. We still have 18 live viewers. So this is for our subscribers, but it applies to everybody, because we encourage everyone to become a subscriber. You don't have to, obviously. Like, you could just be like, hey, you know, I'm kind of casual. You know, I'm not, you know, I don't really want to pay like a monthly fee. Totally get it. It's $10 a month to be a subscriber, so that you get access to the weekend live sale bookings. Myself and Jamie, we definitely give you guys more attention, because we want you to feel like this is where you can grow a business. But our subscriber base has grown, right? So exciting. I mean, so great. But we have limited spots that we can promote. So we have 4 spots every night for 16 90-minute slots where you're the only seller. You have that slot. The eyeballs are on you. It's an automatic train, which is lovely, because you get to rate each other. And that's 16 spots. But again, I'm EST, so I operate the business from EST, but we have a lot of PST babes. We have a lot of people that they love shopping between 11 and 1 a.m. EST. And so we took a poll with Vintage Jewelry Addicts. Hey, do you guys feel in favor, indifferent, or not in favor of adding a slot at 11:30 where anyone who's a subscriber can just go live? And so what that means is the 10 o'clock slot, they have their 90 minutes of like exclusive selling. They can keep selling. Of course, you can sell for 5 more hours. So they still kind of get like, you know, like the beginning of the audience, I guess, because they don't have to rate anyone who comes on at 11:30. But basically the idea is that at 11:30, if you already sold that day, or if you couldn't get a slot for the weekend, you could just pop on 11:30 EST, which is 8:30 PST. So the majority did win. What was our, because we did have a couple not in favors. Oh shoot, I didn't open it. Let me see if I can open it. But the majority was that you guys as subscribers were in favor of adding that slot. So what it means, I don't see it. What it means, I had it all uploaded. Oh, here we go. Polls results. Okay. What that means is that, okay, not in favor 1, in favor 5, indifferent 4. So 4 people that voted were like, oh, it doesn't really matter. 1 person not in favor, 5 in favor. This was completely anonymous. I don't know who voted what, which I prefer. But basically what this means, and we're going to implement it starting in February, is we're not going to promote the 11:30 slot. So Jamie, myself, we're not going to do an announcement. We're not going to add it to a flyer, but you guys can, we encourage you to schedule the 11:30 slots. You're not going to schedule on Calendly. It's not going to be this like, oh, you have to let us know in advance. It could be something that you're just like, oh, I just feel like going live tonight at 11:30 on a Saturday. There could be 2 people selling at the same time. There could be 5. I don't think it's going to be so crowded, because I do believe that there's probably maybe like, I have to ask everyone, but like half of our subscribers would even consider that late, because a lot of us are EST or we just want to get our sleep. But the idea is that for those of us that have struggled to get a slot that works for our schedules late into the night, we have that opportunity now. So it's easier than ever for people that might have to put their kids to bed or are PST, or for whatever reason, just prefer selling later at night. And I think that there's going to be some pros and cons to it, you know, but like anything, you guys will figure out as subscribers what's best for you. And the goal, of course, is that it attracts more buyers and it builds our community, and our buyers are excited that they don't have to, in the middle of dinner, be bidding, or in the middle of putting their kids down, be bidding, or miss out because of something that's happening, right? Like during the pandemic, we all had so much more time, and it feels like 1,000 years ago, the pandemic, but we all had so much more time and flexibility. But now we're really like, okay, like we are out of the house, right? So not all of us are going to be on our phones when we're like living. So I'm really excited about this. I will make a formal announcement, but we are going to implement that. And again, it's going to be very relaxed. We just want that 10 p.m. slot to always have their 90 minutes exclusive time. If we see someone schedule or start earlier, we will let you know. And that 10 p.m. slot does not have to raid. They can still sell late into the night if they want. If they want to raid, they can. Raiding is totally up to them. And hey, maybe there's going to be some really exciting things that you guys creatively come up with because you have that time slot available. I'm seeing so many chats. I'm so sorry. Jody wants Elsie's Bakelite sale. Okay, this is great. Maybe Elsie can do it as an 11:30 slot. No, that's too late for me. 11:30. I'm asleep by 11 ideally. So 8:30 slot would be great. Absolutely, starting February 1st. Thank you, Debbie, for always asking the clarity question. So if you want to go ahead right now and be like, I am scheduling these. So that's for Friday, Saturday, or Sunday night. It's going to be great. I feel really confident about it. So our next poll, and I'll make an announcement about this too. We were 50-50. So our next poll was about household goods, like smalls and glass and things being sold on the live sales. I've decided to sort of table it. It's not off the table. It's on the table, but we're not going to execute that quite yet. And here's why. I still think the value of our community is that we're niche. The value is that we're really attracting people that are really excited about all jewelry sales. And I think that we just need to be bigger before we introduce other things into the live sales. That's what my gut is telling me. But, and I don't know anyone else's rules. I just know my rules. I totally encourage you guys to be like, hey, I'm selling over here. I'm selling this item over here. Like you can verbally talk about that. I will never, ever say, no, you can't promote. I think one of our sellers, they put their Etsy link in the host notes. Totally fine. Totally fine. Because you guys, you're choosing Vintage Jewelry Addicts to help market your business. So I don't want you to ever feel like you can't market your business, right? So I think the household goods, or the smalls as I'm calling them, I think sometime in 2025, but I really, really want Vintage Jewelry Addicts to hit that tipping point of buyers and members so that it just makes more sense during the live sales. I don't think we're there yet. I still think we're like a toddler. I think we need to be about 12 years old before we introduce that. So I'm so glad I was able to see the results of that poll because it really was 50-50. And so that tells me that, you know what, if it's not a huge resounding yes, we don't have to do it. So, hey, Jamie. I'm so glad, Denise. Yeah, I think you were the seller. You had your Etsy. And I was like, this is totally okay. I let Jamie know. Yeah, we want you guys. I mean, I know how hard it is to optimize your time as a reseller. So if you can optimize your time, or at least just use this as a marketing vehicle, right? Where you're like, I'm doing this here, but then I also do this here. And we're in the works of doing some collaborations with other marketplaces where if you guys want, you could be selling on the other marketplace and then sell on Vintage Jewelry Addicts and go back and forth. So it's definitely something, like I said, it's tabled. The household goods is tabled for the live sales, but it's not like gone. It's just too early. So, yay! We got you going, Denise. We got you going. Yes. I don't know if Jamie is still here, but she definitely popped on. And I've been telling Jamie, I'm like, Jamie, you don't have to give all this time. So something I will say though, if you guys are new and you are struggling with things like shipping, going live, we really suggest that you become a level 2 subscriber because you do get a 1-hour session. If you don't want to become a level 2 subscriber, you can purchase a one-off coaching session. You can do that at any time. Any of us can do that. It is $50 for an hour, but trust me, if you've got questions, considerations, if you just want to ask very direct questions on a Zoom, that is the way to do it. It's going to be the fastest, most productive hour. And so we introduced that a few weeks ago because as we grow, we recognize that some of us as sellers really might be new to live selling. We might be very experienced on eBay and other platforms or selling in person, but live selling is different and it is different. And so we want to make sure that you guys can have access to growing versus stumbling in the dark. So, oh my God, Denise, are you a tier 3 girlfriend? I didn't even know that. So it should automatically reduce your commission. That's what District tells me. If you don't see that happening, send me a message, okay? So if you guys sign up as a tier 3, you have reduced commission by 2% and you still have that 1 hour. So Denise, if you want to talk to me, I don't know. I mean, I don't know if you want to talk to me. No. If you reach out to me, or Jamie, I know Jamie has given you a lot. So I would be more than happy to jump on a Zoom with you. I think that your sales have been phenomenal, but obviously I'm sure you want to do more. And, my goal for everyone is that they feel like, cool, I can come on Vintage Jewelry Addicts and it is totally worth my time. And whatever that time means to you, that's what it means to you. My vision is that we're all making, ideally, I know it feels $200 every 90 minutes. It's like that nice average of like, cool, after fees, after cost of goods, this was worth my time, right? And the problem with resale, right, is that there's a lot of extra time. And most of us are doing this because it's a passion. We just love it. But we obviously want to make sure that, you guys as sellers, find value because there's a lot of other places to sell. And I totally understand that. So cool, guys. So that was it. I could go on and on. I have a bagel that I picked up. Okay, I announced our changes. Who's selling live this weekend? So Denise, we announced the schedule, but I saw that you signed up for tomorrow at 5:30. Amazing. Today at 5:30 is Cherie. She's going to kick us off. The pressure's on, Cherie. Sorry. French Rose Vintage. She will be live, and we're going to have back-to-back live sales this weekend, guys. So as always, I appreciate you. Really excited about the year to come. There'll be more announcements. There's always more announcements. I'm really looking forward to seeing how you guys succeed, how our buyers appreciate the late night live sales on the weekend. And there's going to be a lot of announcing for that so that hopefully our buyers are also like, okay, I see that this is coming. Debbie asked a great question. If you want to start scheduling those 11:30 slots, feel free. And I think that's going to be good because then we can kind of see who's decided to schedule. And, if we want to not have 4 sellers at once on a Friday night, then maybe we're like, okay, I'll go schedule for 11:30 on Saturday. But hey, if it's going to be 2 people or 1 or 5 at the same time, I think that having multiple sellers can actually increase visibility of the marketplace. So could be really good. Such a great question, Denise. I don't know why they haven't added reviews. There's no way to add reviews. I know. I don't know. I don't know why not. I mean, pros, because if we make mistakes, it's just a back and forth conversation. But I would love to have reviews of the marketplace, so that people see the value of the marketplace. But no, I'm going to take a screenshot because to bother district personnel, but Jamie knows. And I'm like, hello. So at some point next week, I can send that over. But they have to be working on it. I don't know why, unless they really just don't want it to be like a platform where there's a lot of criticism. I'm not entirely sure. So are there any other questions, guys? I'm going to hop off, eat this bagel. I have a big event on Sunday, and after the event, I will probably be buying from a lot of you again, including Jamie. I was going to send you a message, Jamie. I'm like, Jamie, I have a big event. I hope to sell all the stuff I bought from you. So if anyone here is in the Baltimore area and wants to check it out, let me know. Yeah, that's it. Let's go. Let's do this, guys. Okay, I don't see any questions. I'm going to hop off. I hope you guys have a fabulous day. It's a day you will never get back. Today is not February. January 24th, 2025. Let's go. Let's go. All right, guys. Have a great day, and I will see you for another Founders Chat next Friday, and hopefully Monday. I'm not entirely sure. I'll do a Shop the Marketplace again, which was really fun this week. We had a blast doing that. Okay, bye, guys.